All
I'm
right,
gonna be respectful to you. So, ladies,
I'm done.
why is
I'm
my
done. So you do what you gotta do. I'm done.
head cut off? Lord have mercy. It's been a little while here. There we go. No, I was being respectful of you, brother. You in the back doing your thing. You know,
It's been a while,
not sharing what you eating, but that's okay.
man.
Cause we hungry too.
I know y'all
Uh,
gonna get it. Y'all can get that sushi.
yeah, we finna go. We making reservation. I'm over here texting with the owner right now.
Oh,
That's
you
how we got it.
balling?
Yeah, we got it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm over here texting with the owner right now. We gonna go over there and do what we gotta do.
Yeah, my sushi spot that I know the owner, they not the best one. They cool, but I want to know the owner at the other spot I go to.
Yeah, so we told him we're gonna run in because see Isaiah leaves for tomorrow. He leaves tomorrow, goes back last year at college. So we go in.
Snooping and picking him up tonight.
What was that?
I said Snooping and picking him up tonight.
They came by last night because they tore the house up last night. They was down here. They was down baking and everything and cooking and telling lies outside. I heard them. And, you know,
what's going on, nephew?
You know, they 21 now too. So they were all I think dipping in the bar or something too. So, you know.
Well, he already do cookouts without y'all. So.
Man, he sure do. He tearing them up in Oregon, boy. He tearing them up. They not ready. They not ready. I've been following your IP too.
Oh,
that boy out there trying to do some things. That boy,
you got them hands. I'm like,
he out there doing his boxing. He got the Jeep with all the speakers. That's why I can't find no speakers. He got them all.
Yeah, that thing loud too. It's loud.
That boy got all the speakers. Look here, we got folks jumping in because you know what that means. That means folks been wanting to see you.
Marvin, no, they here for you.
No, I ain't got nothing to do with it. But
they here for you. Marvin, Laura, what's going on?
And anytime Laura Williams show up, Marvin is family too. You know, anytime Laura Williams show up, that mean we doing something right. Yeah.
Good to see you in the chat there, Lauren.
Welcome
Laura.
to the chat.
I said Lauren. Why I say Lauren? It's the grapes.
Because you got food in your mouth.
I'm looking at it, and the grapes went a little too far.
They got food in his mouth. God, so KP. First, before we get going into anything, man, it's been I've talked to you, but everybody, I'm not gonna put all your business out, so we're not gonna say anything specific.
Oh, go for it, man.
But we gonna say happy birthday.
Oh yeah, thank you, man.
We gonna say happy birthday anytime you get one more time.
It was just the 5-3. I mean, I know it's not just, but it was a 5-3. So I'm like, yeah, hang around to the 5-5. You know, that's when I gotta turn up for the 5-5.
Like I say, no, don't say just because anytime, like I say, you get one more time. You know, you get one more time. We won't celebrate that.
Just one more again.
One more again.
One more again.
And
thank you, Laura.
You did your thing. You rode the bike for that number of miles.
Yeah. I ride my years. That's what I like to do.
That's so dope. I'm gonna do that if I make it to the next one.
I don't know, man. I was thinking about it, and I was like, what happened when I turned 60? Like, I ain't out there trying to be pushing 60 at 60. I'm gonna have to do something different.
Get you one
like
of these
60
e-bikes.
steps. I'm gonna do 60 steps. I ain't doing 60 miles, right? I gotta change it up.
60 times going up and down the steps to the basement. You know, that's all I can do. Boy, I tell you what, it sure was hard coming down the steps this morning. I don't know what it was, but man,
what happened? What happened? What's going on with you?
You know, it's I messed around, woke up Google over there talking. I don't know. She's concerned about me too, I guess. I don't know. Trying to do it, try to keep up with them youngsters. I can't do it anymore in the gym.
The background, it's funny, the background music, the melody almost sounds like, let the children laughter remind us how.
I don't need
it was just one little piece in there that made me think of that.
Because I don't need no more strikes on the channel. So we're not going to play any of that copyrighted music.
I'm surprised they still striking. They still striking like that.
I don't know. Last time I got struck was enough for me. And,
oh wow.
You know, I'm not trying to fall in any of those ill graces because we trying to grow. We exceeding some goals, so we don't want to get anybody. We don't want anybody looking at me the wrong way.
Got you.
You know,
Got
so
you.
we trying to get there.
I'm still trying to contemplate. I mean, I enjoy this time together with you because I'm still trying to contemplate. What am I going to do YouTube wise? Because I'm like, I'm ready to start popping off, but every time I think about which direction I'm going, I'm like, I don't know. It's either crowded or I'm overthinking it.
I think you're in your own way, bro.
Yeah, like I know definitely I couldn't do the tech stuff. I'll be feeling for these content creators with the tech stuff. I'm like, I can't do it.
They lying every single time.
Lying, man. You gotta start lying. You got and the ones that don't lie, the ones that try not to lie, they're real risky because they kind of know if you don't clickbait it, it's not gonna get no traction. So, you know, thank you, Florence. If I don't know, so tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow is the 7th. No, 2 days from now, that new drone coming out. I'm getting it. I'm gonna get it. I know I'm gonna grab it.
The Mini Pro.
The Mini Pro 5. God, and I have my reasons. I already know. But like these latest cameras and lenses and stuff, like just when you had enough people to say the 135 is cool, but they're too heavy, it's limited, blah blah blah. Here comes the 1.2.
Gotta get it.
And then they go to hype. Ooh, Sigma came out with a 1.2, 135. It's like it's still 135. So unless you're doing portrait photography all the time and you got 100 yards, right?
Don't have to do it.
I mean, if you already got a 70 to 200, 2.8, you all right.
Hey, that's what Marshawn Lynch is using. You see Marshawn out there taking photos. That's what I zoomed in at that last game. That's what at the fight. That's what he using.
So Lynch and our guy Malcolm Jenkins, he was at the San Fran game, I think. He's on the sideline shooting probably with the 300, 2.8, but it's small stuff. I just said that for an example, like the new iPhone. I got a 16, so I'm gonna go to the 18. The kids will probably try to go to the next one. I'm every other. Okay. That's me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I doubled up one time, and that's when I changed my numbers and I got even. I was on the odd numbers. Now I'm on the even numbers, and I'm staying on the even because I'm like, ain't nobody got time for that. And then it's the other content creators that actually their whole channel is whatever you say is dope. They like is corny, and those people you watch them. New iPhone come out, and it's just like,
gotta get it.
Listen to an Android person, and you'll get the truth. Not the hater, but an Android person that gives respect to an iPhone. Watch them, and they're going to say, "Hey, I mean, they got y'all again." Like, I mean, I just started using RAW again on my phone. I was like, "Oh, I got RAW on the phone." And I started using it again. You know how many people don't use RAW on their iPhone 16?
A lot of folks. But they pay that money to get the latest and greatest.
Yeah, it got all this.
I was just talking to somebody earlier this morning too. Should I go from a 12? She got a 12. And she was like, should I get the 16 or the 17?
Get the newest if you way back. Get the newest.
Right. And I told her, I said, get the Air. Get the little one. Why don't I?
Nice.
Why not the 17 Pro Max? I said, listen, you got a 12.
Right. You gonna notice a big difference.
You okay? You don't need to go out there and get the bleeding edge. Just get the edge, and you gonna be okay.
You gonna be all right, sis.
I said, you got
Kendrick
12.
Lamar say we gonna be all right. Right? We gonna be all right. You be all right.
Yeah, but I got my stuff coming Friday. Like I said, I got my Amaranth stuff in today, so I got that hooked up. But yeah, I got all 3 items coming Friday. But you know, again, you and the DJI, there's a reason that you need it. And it's not just that you want it, but you need it for what you do. And
Yeah.
similar for me, right? I'm not trying to justify it, but yeah, I need it for what it is that I do and what we do. So I'm on the plan to say every year, let's go get the new one. So we gonna go get the new one.
Yeah. I agree. Now, for me with photography though, honestly, from a genuine photographer standpoint of view, the technology is so far ahead for photography that it's just like, it's a joke, man. It was a kid I ran into. He saw me with my camera. He was like, "Oh man, that's nice, blah, 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 blah." And he said, "Is that a A7CR or is it a 2?" And I said, "It's actually a R." I said, "I want the 2. If I find one on sale," I said, "I may swap my original C and get a 2 in our lineup." And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, but he said, "That R is crazy." I said, "Well, I have an R5. He was like, "Got it." And this kid knew. He was like, "Yeah, it's kind of redundant." I said, "The only thing it helps me out with," I said, "I can keep a 35 on it all day. I can just aim in a direction and figure it out later because you got 61 megapixels, right?" But for the casual shooter, it's like, just to say you got an A7CR is like pointless. Like, I ran into people that got cameras, they got multiple brands. They got an A7C2. I haven't ran into too many people with a CR, because if you get in a compact camera like that, the megapixels in there is like, you can shoot a life-size print and be Gucci. But it's like, the average shooter with that camera, they just taking a quick little picture. They don't need to expand it, crop way in, see the eyeball, from a body shot. It's like, so why are you paying that extra almost $1,000? And technically, if you're doing video, the 2 is better than the R.
Come on.
So it's like,
remember, I had that 2 for a minute.
Yeah, the 2 is actually better than the R. It's got like a couple of features in there that if you're doing video, it's actually better. And then my 4, because it's the one wrapped in red, man, I've been using that 4 all the time. I go to gigs with all 3 cameras, and then I kind of see the scenario. Man, I pull out that 4, I do video.
Trusty.
And that A7 IV, I'm killing with that thing. I barely, with a 24-70 on there, I'm good. Good. So I'm just now leaving the 5 in the bag, man.
Wow.
Like that big white one that you see me with, that thing basically, it stay in the bag most of the time, unless I'm doing a big event. I don't even pull that thing out. I don't even pull it out.
So you got more than you need.
Yeah.
And you use what you have. Got to be a story around here somewhere that we're gonna open the book or something here, and before too long, we're gonna have a story before too long. And would it be in Techtober? Everybody getting their latest and greatest and things like that. We're gonna find one. It's gonna come to it. We're gonna come to it.
It's gonna be interesting, because I don't think creativity is really going to push the tech hype like it normally is, right? I think we're at a point where, like, there's a time like the Sony A1 Mark II.
The big fella. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the big flagship.
Yeah.
Okay. Who needs that? Like, who needs that camera other than a bragger? Like, you're not scrolling through anybody Instagram and be like, "Oh, they got to be shooting with an A1."
Truth.
Like,
using the phone.
Right. and then you still got the Fuji people piss everybody off. I mean, they throwing JPEGs up. That's gravy. They throwing straight JPEGs up. And they looking like fire. So you kind of like, okay. Then Sony has the audacity to come out with the RX.
Don't even bring that up.
Right? It costs a fortune, and it's not even an interchangeable lens, right?
Don't even bring that $6,000 camera up.
Bro, at that point, you might as well treat yourself to a Leica. And then where'd all the Hasselblad people go? Where all the Leica people go? Remember when the Leica Q was like, ooh, Leica, Leica, affordable Leica. And then there's a Fuji this, Fuji that, Fuji that. And then here comes Nikon, right? blowing up the spot. We got 32-bit float in the camera. Whoa!
I mean,
and it's cheaper than the Sonys.
Everything's cheaper than the Sony. So it's unfair. It really is. It's hard for the average consumer to right. If you obviously you want the best, and there's nothing wrong with that. Consumers wanting the best and want to take quality photos and videos and capture the moments. But man, when Canon comes out with what they just came out with, and I haven't said the name Canon in so long. When Fuji is just like you said, killing them with the price point. You can't find them anywhere because everybody didn't gobble them up. Sony tripping with this $6,000, $5,000 camera. But what do you do? How do you just be content? Should you be content? Right? I mean, again, you said you even.
I went out with this today. The A7C, right? This whole kit costs less than that camera. Right, the whole setup costs with the Polar Pro on there, the wrap, the custom stuff, all of that costs less than that camera. So holding that in your hand, holding this in your hand, and then you at a concert and you like, hey, I need more range. Pop the lens off and you good. What you gonna do with that?
It's gonna look cute, but that's about it. It's gonna look cute in your pocket. That's all you got. I understand convenience and I understand that piece, but again, for
that's big. That's a big number.
That's a used car right there. I could feed. I can go downtown and feed somebody for that. I'm sorry.
Oh, so here's the other hype. The creators, content creators will go, oh, if they just put this on there, that, like me, I would have a request. I'm on the CFX Express cars, right?
Okay. Yep.
And the transfer rate on them is super fast. Much faster than the regular SD cars. It handles is better than that V90. It handles stuff a lot faster, like your 10-bit record and stuff. But I'm like, who actually needs it, right? I would want dual slots on. I have it on the A7R5, has dual CF Express. The 4 doesn't have it. It has CF in one slot and regular in the other.
Regular SD.
It kind of ticks you off. But guess what? I caught the cards on sale. I got a 250 or 2-something card. I can put like thousands of pictures on it. Sometime I do 4 events and I forgot to erase the card. I got like a concert from last week.
Yeah.
A convention on the next one and something else, and I still got space on there to record a whole 20-minute video plus.
So you got the CF Express cards on sale?
Yeah, I got the CF Express cards on sale, and listen. I got the what's that Pro Grade?
You got them SanDisk. You got them right here.
Yeah, okay. Them jokers, man.
I'll say it right now. Shout out to Diana Gladney for telling us, or telling me at least, to go SanDisk. And then CF Express, Keith up there, he got that.
Oh man,
he got that Grammy money. He got that Grammy money.
Nah, I caught them on sale. I got them Pro Digitals on sale, man. And then I got that Iridium or something card. I ain't go back, man. I ain't go back because that 4 holds it in slot number 1. I took the SD card out the bottom. I just put that in there, put in the A7R5 and go. My problem is, I wish they had it in here. Now here's the little low-hanging fruit, the carrot that they'll throw out there. They'll come out with another version of this and put it where you can put the CF Express card in there. Yeah. That would be that's the thing that'll make me go, right? Because there's no compact camera that has them cars in it right now that I know of, not in Sony. And then they put out that camera for $5,000 and it's got an SD card slot. Come on, man. Come on, it's not even a dual. It's not even a dual.
CF Express cards, folks. I mean, that's for those are insurance cards. Those are when you really don't want to lose what you're filming, when you want to make sure what you're capturing at a high frame rate or in a high megapixel is on that card when you go back to process it. So,
okay, DJI, I love them. Here's a problem.
Marvin got that old Nikon that I sold him.
So DJI, shout out to DJI, because my drone flew over my head and went into a tree, went into the water.
Oh, that hurt.
I had the care plan. I had the care plan on there. They took care of that joint in about a week and a half. I had another drone back.
It is.
Now,
talking about insurance.
The microphone situation is kind of like really pissing everybody off. I'm gonna tell you why. The Sony, you know, you can put the piece on top, no wires, straight digital, right into the camera. Good. Yeah. I got the mic 2s. That's the bigger one in the case, right?
Right.
The mic 2s has a port on there, so you can put the lapel mic up here on people. Yeah. You can put it down here in the suit and stuff. The issue is they come out with a mic 3.
Yeah.
they come out with a mic 3. Now here's the catch. Oh, you can buy 2 receivers. You can put, and if you do a 2-camera shoot, you can have 4 mics going into each camera. So when you go to line them up and post-process and everything, crazy. Here's the problem. The mic looks like the mic mini, right? And it does not have a port on there so that you can hook a lapel to it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So the wisecrack thing that they'll do is they'll now put out a pro version of the mic 3.
I don't doubt it.
After everybody got the mic 3. So I was just like, I got a collection of 2 sets of DJI mics, and I'm like, y'all not gonna get me. So bye. I keep my 2s.
That's funny that because they just might do something like that, right? Everyone else is doing a Pro or Pro Max and just do that too. Well, it would be nice if Shure would do something. Shouts out to Shure to take care of us and give us something like that. Or Rode, I'm sorry, Rode is the one that does all the other stuff.
But see, Rode, so DJI is the only one that got the Sony Connect for digital, and that's a grab for a lot of people because you don't have to take the mic out and put it in to the camera. You don't have to put a line into the camera, so you just take that that digital connector and throw it right into the hot shoe. And I'm doing photos. Then when I switch to video, the client is mic'd up. I can go right to video and catch it. Man. Boom, done.
That is nice. That is nice.
No cords and stuff.
See,
and now
that sounds like pros. So you're gonna have to get these pros when they come out, because we know they're coming out.
They gonna come out. So it's like, so look, if I was doing a YouTube channel, right? If I was doing a YouTube channel on tech and stuff, then I would be the person to say, here's the reason why you don't want to get that mic if you already have one of their other mics. Skip it. But here's the problem. They not going to support you. Right? So you ain't getting no endorsement if you tell them. No brand
deals for you.
Yeah, no brand deals, because then you got to be the bad, truthful guy and say, don't do it. Right? You have to say don't do it. And then technically you're not helping the company out. So the game of it is, oh, you know what they're missing on it? But what I would like to see, and then everybody's like, yeah, see, why didn't they put a port on there? And it's like, so I reached out to them and said, hey, you know, I got this one, but if you put a port on there on the next one, and then they start dangling it, and then they'll go, you can put a lapel mic to this one on the pro version. Then everybody's trying to sell it, right? And get that pro one. That's the thing about tech, man. Tech
hard really to keep up. I've been trying to sell my Osmo Pocket 3 in anticipation of an Osmo Pocket 4. But maybe this is just karma. Maybe this is the Lord saying no.
You know how many people wanted them joints? You know the price went up. Yeah, you could have got rid of that thing.
Hey, anybody want one? I tell you what, make me the right deal. Again, I got kids going to college tomorrow. He need gas money. He need renter's insurance. We need $1,100 would cover everything for a couple of days. God.
Like, dude, I got 2 Atmos Ninjas now, right? I had 3, sold one of them. I got 2, and I basically don't even use them.
But you did,
and look,
and you had a use case for them, so nothing wrong with buying it when we needed them. Is it just a new season? Nothing wrong with it being a new season and we grow out.
Yeah, but the happy place, right? The happy place is when you level off, right? When you level off, you found that happy place. Cause I was ready to get that. So I've made up my mind on that drone now.
Okay. Long time ago.
But here's the catch though. They just made the Pro 3 that I had. You can't even buy a Pro 3. You can buy a 3, but you can't buy a Pro 3. You can't even find them. They don't even have it listed on their website. You have to dig for it. Like if you dig for it, they got support for it. But if you say buy a drone, you're not going to see a Mini Pro 3 on there, I don't think. Like if you look up and down there and type in the search Mini Pro 3, they'll probably just say out of stock, but you won't be able to buy one. So it's not many people that have a Mini Pro 3. So I skipped the 4 because it just had that omnidirectional something on there that I didn't have on mine. Mine only won't back into something and it won't sit down on something, but it'll crash sideways. If I ain't looking, I can run it into something sideways. I think it's just front and back. But sideways and over top, you got something over top. Now the 4 is going to slow you down. The 5 has that LiDAR or whatever in there. So this is supposed to be the bomb. And the 3, they just updated it where you can fly with the goggles on the 3, which makes it better than the Avata that I got it with, because now when you fly with the goggles on, you have to like cut through stuff. The drone's not going to stop itself from hitting the wall with the Avata.
This one's not smart enough to what do they call it? Obstacle avoidance. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have like that active obstacle avoidance. So only certain professionals is flying that. And here's the thing: I could take those goggles and I fly the Neo with that. So with that little joystick, I can fly the Neo around. The $200 drone can fly around with the goggles on.
And they all out of stock right now too. Can't buy. See, something's coming. See that?
Oh yeah.
They can't do us like that. It's Techtober again, folks. Techtober. So
that 5 is coming. I know I'm glad I didn't get the mics, because I was like, now that I didn't get the mics, I can get the drone. Because the mics, they almost had me, and I was like, oh, now I can go out and record a podcast, put a mic on each person. And then when I was just like, wait, y'all don't have this, y'all don't have that. What? Man, no. Go ahead with that.
That's something nobody's doing, right? Out on the spot with a drone. Everyone's got their podcast studios that they're building, and they all look dope. They're nice, but no one's out walking up and down the avenue or the boulevard and got a drone in follow me mode and recording. Like actually having a conversation.
Only a few people have done it. You can do it with the Neo. The funny thing with the Neo, you can put a DJI mic on you. Just open your phone app, put the Neo in the air, and it'll record it, and it links it straight to the video. So like you and Jen could be sitting at a table, like, the winery. Yeah. And you could throw the drone in the air and record the conversation. Drone's far enough, the noise cancellation, you won't even hear the drone, and you'll be all in sync. The easy way to do that, just put on 32-bit float, put the mics on, just do a hand clap signal, line it up with the audio. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Same thing.
Be good to go.
Same thing. Yeah, technology's a mother, man.
And the Neo, $199.
Yeah.
Come on.
And I do the same thing with the Neo. So if Isaiah and I have to fly, like, so when he does car shoots for people, if he's got to fly it through the cars, he'll fly the Neo through the car, right? Because it's smaller, it's not gonna hurt nothing if it crashed. The Avata, he'll fly that through certain other cars or certain other things. And the video quality, I mean, I got a filter on the Neo. I got a filter on there and it looks great. So for $199 and a $900 drone, most of the time I just take the $199 out and fly it.
Cause you can't get it now. It's out of stock. Can't get it. See, everything is out of stock. They coming out with something, man. And again, I got this Pocket 3, the creator kit.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all want to buy that from James. I'm telling you. Let me tell you, nothing, in my opinion, nothing is going to come out. James needs the Pocket 4 when it comes out.
When it come out,
just because James needs it.
I'm gonna need. You know what I need? Okay, this is what I was holding for you.
Go for it.
That came out today. Hey, Florence, appreciate you for putting that out there. Thank you so much.
What you need?
This is what we getting. This is what we as in Pelter and Hicks.
What do you got?
The new ones is about to come through.
Oh, they got riding goggles now.
So
yes,
but so they got the new ones. So the riding goggles will wrap around, but the new Metas actually have the screen inside, have the heads-up display in them. And they are still the Ray-Bans. So they look, there it is right there.
So what do they display?
We'll find out on I think it's the 25th is when the conference is where they actually announce them officially. But
can you teleprompt one of them jokers? You seen the ones that teleprompt? They got the teleprompter in the glasses. It's a brand out there. They have the teleprompter. It's only green, and a lot of speakers use it now. But it's got the back behind the ear where the battery thing is kind of thick. Okay. But
I don't like Meta. I don't like Zuckerberg. I only trust, these Ray-Ban. The only ones that I'm gonna spend my couple of dollars on are gonna be these, right? It's like because I can go to Lens Crafters and put my prescription in them and get these. But there they go.
That's good. They overdo with that. They supposed to been did that. That's good.
But to get them, there is a breaking point that we'll see how much they cost, because you and I both know how much these original ones cost. Don't let them get crazy with the pricing though.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
But that's them. Look at your riding glasses right there.
I don't like them Oakleys though. They have them in white, but I don't like them Oakleys. And then they branded all like, I was like, oh, they look a little corny. I didn't like the Oakleys.
I don't like them Patrick Mahomes.
My mom can't stand Patrick Mahomes. I was like, Mom, it's not that bad. I'm glad that old Patrick Mahomes ain't win. And that I like I don't like the Kelsey on the Chiefs. I like the Eagles Kelsey.
The big fella. Yeah.
So I like him, but that brother him. I'm tired of that Taylor Swift and him. My Taylor, she nice, but I get tired of looking at them. I was like, Mom, it's not that bad. Not that bad. She called me, I'm glad the Eagles won because I ain't want to see
I'm glad they losing. I'm glad they lost.
I said, geez, Mom, like, it's not that. I like Mahomes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I love Jalen, but I still like Mahomes. I mean, my mom, she just, she irked.
But I bet she's feeling good right now because they lost. But I'm not happy because my Steelers keep losing. And
what's up with that?
We done gave Aaron all this money. We trying to get some resurrection here, and I only got one terrible towel left. I keep burning them. Don't let me have to burn this last one.
Got to be more careful.
I don't want to do it. I want to maintain some sense. So, folks, you see it. If you got questions, KP over there sipping. He dipping in his grapes.
Grapes and water. Hey man, I'm down in my 180s now. I was on a mission. Yeah, I was on a mission, man, because I want to, cut up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like, let me get down in them 180s, and then I'll start building more muscle again. And I don't like people dropping me on the bike trail, so I got to get more faster.
Okay, I need to get back in line then too, because I don't want to tell you where I'm at.
You had a couple of cheesesteaks out there or something? You playing around, boy.
Man, I don't want to tell you where I'm at.
Hey man, you get over 45, you got to be more careful now.
All right, we gonna do some Apple Health, Apple Fitness type of challenges because your boy at 205.
Winter coming up, boy. You got to be more careful. Yeah,
I don't need that winter coat. So we at 205.
Apple pie, ice cream.
I just got to eat some blackberry pie before we went on there.
Telling you, man, wintertime would. And
I just
listen,
got through.
I try to get down to where the pants is like real loose and the shirts swimming a little bit because winter comes, that hibernation fat start kicking on you.
I just threw some of the old 34s away because I'm like, man, I ain't gonna fit these no more. That's short, but we okay. We getting in my business now. I'm gonna leave that alone.
But they say on what's that song, Godfather Harlem? Open up my window again. It's like, just in case. You gotta hold them 34s just in case.
they gone, unfortunately. They gone.
Mess around.
Okay, so that's what we gonna do. We gonna challenge each other to do better and be better. At least if you already down there, I need to at least get back to 195. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get to 195. Keith gonna stay at 187. 187 is, right around there. Because you fitting. You gonna get on stage. I'm not getting on stage. I'm not getting in any body physique contest.
Once again, shout out to James Hicks for putting me up on those Ray-Ban Metas. This is going to be so great. Those glasses you just showed me.
You thinking about them?
No, if they have the riding ones, because I take both of them out with me now. So I'll have the Metas in my back pocket, and then I'll have my riding glasses on, right? Because it's more full body around, with the wind and the sun. The Ray-Bans are fine if I'm not like, tucked in, racing up and down with people, but I'll be wanting them on to get the video. So I'm like, there's no company that has the glasses that record that are the sports, but they have the sports with the sound in it. So if I don't want to get video, they had the ones that you can hear the music in there. But I was like, I want the ones, man. It's like, come on, Ray-Ban, y'all got to make something.
Yeah, they're not even on the website yet.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be dope.
I think they leaked the video by accident prior to, again, this conference that's happening on next week. But,
next week?
Yeah, on the 25th or something like that.
And I got the I scooped them special edition. The guy wanted to buy them off me. I was like, no. He's like, yo, you want to sell those? I was like, nah, I'm good. I got the see-through, the clear ones.
Yeah, the clear through. Yeah, them clear ones.
Yeah. I think what they sell, like they only had like 100 of them. See, that's the only thing about stuff like that, man. I think they only sold like 100 of them or something. But the problem is once they upgrade everything, them glasses, like what you gonna do with them? You've been better off just getting black ones, regular plain ones.
They one of ones, like I can't see you wearing these ASAP Rockies.
No.
I can't see you rocking them right there.
No.
But we gonna figure something out. We gonna keep the economy going. We gonna go buy something. All right. Checking in with you. Where everybody at? We see you. We're still listening.
Ray-Ban Meta leak. That's crazy, man. Yeah, they look good, man. I like them. Oh, hopefully they work good for riding the bike, man. And so I'm looking at what you showed me. The what's name is less intrusive. The little camera. Oh, and the bike one. This was weird. The bike camera is on the nose.
Yeah, the bike one is right in the middle. Bike one's right in the middle.
Well, now that's gonna work when you start sweating and stuff. God dang.
Yeah, there's only one camera right in the middle.
Oh man.
Figure it out.
Yeah, that's gonna be kind of crazy. Like you ride the daggone bike, man. How you gonna be? Oh, did that come through?
Nah, you faded out of there. See, over there pushing buttons.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. You're over there pushing buttons. You mess around and faded out a little bit there.
Okay, I was making sure. I was like, what did it do? It do something crazy.
Keep it plugged in there. Don't let the batteries run out.
Yo, this dude goes live on YouTube talking about the leak, and he just showing what everybody else can see.
He's showing the video that I just showed you. Like,
yeah, he's showing say like he got new content. Like, dude, sit down, man. He ain't got nothing.
All right, so there's a question right there that I've been batting around. Is everything got to be content? All right. Does everything have to be content? Do we have to share everything all the time? And I'm curious about your thoughts on that. You brought
my thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, does
like meaning who?
Well, just everyone. I don't know if it's voyeurism. Well, why is it that people feel that we got to share every single thing? Just why does everything got to be content? Why does everything have to be published out there on the Facebook and on the?
That's the way of life now.
Who are we trying to? Are we missing something as individuals? The fact that we got to share every waking moment.
You know what? It's if you really look at technology. So look at the TV shows we used to watch, right? So, Three's Company, Cheers,
okay.
Brady Bunch, Cosby Show, all of that stuff, right? What did the Cosby Show do? It let you in their space, right? It was comedy. We laughed at it all the way back to the Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, all of those family shows that we like. We were let into a fictitious space. Now, this is the irony. We started to get let into with social media people's actual space, and then we start contriving the space, or we limit what space we show you. Like if you watch me and Tina, I don't do bedroom scenes or, walk you through my house and stuff like that. I kind of like tighten the corner. I'll show the studio. I'll keep it tight in the kitchen. I'm not showing the whole neighborhood I live in and stuff. You have to like look at my son's page. So like our kids are different because TikTok kids, they don't care. They just going to be like, oh, my mom's cooking food. It's like, oh, dad walks in with no shirt on. Like, that's the only way. Some people like, I didn't know you had a big screen TV. I'm like, how you know? Oh, your son. I'm like, damn it, my son, right?
You know what I'm saying? But I'm only showing you this much. I'm not showing you.
Yeah. I'm like, how'd you know that? It's or if he takes my car out, it's like, oh, I like your Lexus, man. That joint dope. I ain't know. I thought you still had the red interior. I'm like, how you know I got black interior? It's like,
how you know?
Well, your son was driving. Your son was driving your truck, and I'm like, oh, he the one. Like, I've taken pictures with the car, but when I was private with it, I realized that kids show more, and people from deductive reason will get it. But to answer your question, it's just a way of life now, really, right? And then some people like the attention that they get from it. Me, I do certain things like the stuff that Tina and I do. Like we didn't really go and say, here's our channel, here's the Pelzers. I just I'm in a state of like pouring out. That's what I call it. So here's the Keith Pelzer preach moment before James got to go take his son out.
Oh no, we're gonna let that marinate too. Go ahead.
It's the pouring out, right? So there's for those of us who are like spiritual, if you know anything about the Bible, and through you shall flow living water, right? The idea behind that, if you read the text real good in the Gospels, is you're a vessel and you're like a faucet, and greatness flows through you. So it never is about how great you are, but your obedience that makes you great to people in the realm that we can understand. So if you are real deeply spiritual and you're like, oh God, do something great in my life today, he may use me as a faucet or James as a faucet, and you get the information. Now, after a while, you'll know James didn't really know that of himself, or I'm grateful that it came through him. So for me, I look at our lives and our marriage, because I love my wife and, we love one another. We just kind of like give of ourselves to an extent. So that's why I do deliberately funny stuff, because when people only knew me as a preacher, then it's just like, oh, Tina drank wine and y'all cuss. Yeah, we're human beings, right? Yeah. Y'all laugh, or, oh, y'all play, it's like, yeah. And then it's like, we're serious. So now we're exposing our lives and it becomes content, and that content helps other people out. And so you have other couples that are like, yo, y'all really inspire us. And it's like, cool, job well done. If I can help somebody as I travel along, my living will not be in vain. It's what we do here. You know, this is how people communicate now. But here's the catch. It doesn't stop how we interact with people face to face. So now when I go to the coffee shop, I'm not live. I'm not, oh, look at my YouTube channel, look at my Instagram. I'm really in the moment with people, because the rest of your day is so much content that when you are in the room with somebody, it's actually more value, because everybody's so lost in their phones, so lost in their computers. So now the value has went back up, and most people are complaining like, people are all in those things. It's like, yes, the majority may be there, but it's more value, and it's more of a richness when we do put our phones down.
Yeah.
Right. So we're not going to change that content. It's just going to keep going up. Because remember, at one time, certain people with the technological advantages, we were the indirect or unintentional gatekeepers, if you will. Right. We kept people intimidated. Oh, James figured the camera out and the mic. You know, Doc Rock got it. Keith got it. You know, Laura got it. You know, Chris Stone got it. So-and-so got it. You know, they got it. And everybody else is scared. And then they realize a couple of just regular chicks from around the way is like, yeah, girl, I'm live. And she got 1 million views. And you like, she ain't got all that equipment that James and Keith and them got. So I don't need all of that. So once everybody starts figuring that out, they going. Right. And then other people are like, I can do that too. Now, the problem is it done got so crowded. So to my point, you know, we're in the room together, and that's the move that a lot of people miss the jump. They stay complaining about everything's on YouTube, everything is It's like, yeah, stop complaining. I learned how to fix my bike. It was a thing I had to fix on my bike today. You know where I figured it out? On YouTube. Yep. Because somebody said, hey, I know how to fix this bottom bracket. And I'm going to do a video on how to do it in case somebody else runs into the problem. And you know what? It helped me. You know?
I think, so I like everything you said and what Laura said. You know, I still think you have to have some privacy, but I look at you and what you put out and some of what your Isaiah puts out, and I'll put one of his pictures up. There's a reason behind the content that you share. You're not just out there.
It's intentional.
There's intent and there's purpose around for your creativity. You're not just out there pow, hitting them with something that doesn't, again, as you say, try to touch someone or try to teach someone, try to reach someone, try to help someone. There's a reason behind what you do.
But you know what?
That makes sense.
I'm slow though. So wait, what's that last comment you put up? I see where she's coming from. So Laura, I see what Laura's talking about. Okay. I still think you can have some privacy.
Yeah.
I'm private actually. If you go to my Instagram right now, you're going to see certain things. Like even when I'm teasing Tina about her outfit, like relating it to food, Lord, I can make that a theme, right?
That was some of the funniest stuff.
Some people are like, yo, you should do that every day, man. Y'all get a whole bunch of followers. And I'm like, that's true, but I don't know if I want to do it. But I'm not worried about privacy with it, because if you notice how I did it, I do it like in a small, tight space.
Yeah.
So just doing that sticks to the comedy of it, but it doesn't tell you all my business.
Yeah.
That's
the part right there that I'm trying to pull out of you. And I think you and I vibe enough to where I think you know where to go down that path. You can still be creative. You can still have the phone in your face, but again, and to Laura's point, golly, we don't have to put all your business out there in these streets.
But here's
have
the thing.
Some mystery about yourself while you're still being social.
Okay, but here's the problem.
Okay.
Most of us who say that, we're the newsiest people if they say, we're going to take you on an exclusive walk through Oprah Winfrey's house. Everybody's clicked in. So it's a double standard here, because it's like, hey, people need to be more private. Then why you watching the channel when they taking you through a walk through somebody's personal space? Think about it, right? If somebody guaranteed you and said, hey, if you go live on YouTube and walk us through or just do funny stuff in every room in your house except your bathroom, and you're guaranteed you're gonna have 1 million followers, you gonna do it. You ain't gonna sit there and say, oh, I'm a private person. Yeah, okay. If they guarantee you gonna have as many viewers as Mr. Beast, I bet you ain't gonna be private. That's just me. And the people that are, they're not telling people to be private because they're just tapped out anyway. Yeah. They just like, that's not for me. Like, it's like reality TV is corny to me, right? Because number one, it's actually phony. And then if it's real, I agree with Laura, we're too much in private space. You understand? Like, so that's why I'm just saying it's to each his own, right? To each his own, because look at all of us in COVID, right? Here's what we was doing. First, we like this, and I'm gonna just do an example. Then we go, oh yeah, I got a screen over here, and I got this on the wall, and then we hitting other buttons, and oh, look at my table, and it's that. Well, we done came out of privacy mode, right? And then what Doc and them do? I put on the phone, and then we showing everybody the whole room. Well, we not private no more. So, that's why I said to each his own. But the viewers don't want you to be private because they're viewing. And if they respect your privacy, then they're not expecting you to show anything else more. But
the majority are not respecting your privacy because the majority are out here not paying you for one thing. But yet still, they, in your case, for why you showing this white helmet? Why you showing that watch? Why not? We can't. I don't know if you can James, win as long as you stay true to yourself, I guess is where I'm trying to get at.
Now, here's what I told people in the religious space where I'm at, or different other areas, and they're like, well, people, always this, that, third. I said, listen, and maybe to Laura's point, now with the phones and stuff, and metas and everything's being recorded. So privacy is kind of like, unless you in your house, you're cooked. You step outside your door, there's no privacy. And like, cause here's the thing, all the way down to respectfully, I'm not going into views or whatever, but a life was taken and it was unfair. But how you think they caught the killer? Right? Yeah. If that's the killer, I'm not trying to get into controversy, whatever. Yeah. But how you think they got somebody? Because nothing's private. So the first thing they had, hey, it looks like a guy on the roof. Now, I'm trying to figure out why y'all ain't telling nobody, but nonetheless, anyway, it looks like a guy on the roof. And then it was just like, boom, all the things kick off. And then where they go? They go right to the CCTV cameras because nothing's private. And then they ask if anybody can help. Long as people got phones in their hand and something go down, a POW goes off, it's recorded. It's recorded. If you say that ASAP Rocky and Beyonce and them is in the 5-star hotel across the street, phones are waiting for everybody that walked through that door. And if Beyonce come out and blow her nose without a tissue and snot coming down, they got it. Look. See, so
everybody paparazzi,
and it's content now because everybody, dude, the party I just did, thank God, most of the people, they did not have their phones out, and nobody told them they had to put them away. But everywhere you go, people line dancing with their phones on. There's nothing private now, literally, like nothing.
I mean, and I understand it. I do. I understand that that's where we are today as a society. I just almost feel like we're losing sense of self. We're losing the ability, especially the youth, especially the couple of generations before us, are losing the ability to sit down at a table, break bread and fellowship and have a conversation because they're so locked into the world maybe passing them by and they got to check all these social networks.
Yeah, it's the new TV, right? We used to go home and sit down as a family to watch a show. Technology changes everything. Okay, arguably this. I'm using the same camera I had since COVID, right here, ZVE10. right? Look how many arguments and debates everybody done had. The ZV E10-2 and the ZV3 and the ZV20 is better because it got the anticipated eye tracking. It's going to decide you might go left based on analytical structure of how you move your head, and it's 20 times better. Well, now we done defeated the novelty of just sitting here with simple eye tracking. We've defeated it because now we had the auto frame, and I used that one time. It pissed me off. The auto framing was, I was like, I ain't
trying to get dizzy trying to use that too.
Yeah, the auto frame was just doing too much. The Osmo 3 that you trying to sell, that little thing, you sit on the table and throw the tracking on you, it's following you around the room. It's good. But then they're going to come out with something else that do something else and blah, blah, blah. It starts to take more away from stuff. So the more technology moves, the worse it's going to get. You see the iPhone, it got the newer thing on there, something where it's like, it got dual recording.
Yes.
You know,
so dual video mode. Yeah.
You know what? That's going to change the algorithm.
Truth.
Everybody get ready. The Instagram algorithm is about to go left with that, because somebody's going to think about it and come up and creating something and do something different. All that cap cut and all of this and that, it just took the fun out of stuff. Is record an hour, drop it into this thing, and it chops stuff up and throw something out there to you. That's taken away from natural creativity to say, did you listen to the content? Did you put a marker on exactly what you felt, not AI? So people that pay me to do their reels now, you know why they pay me now? Because they like, I like how you do your reels. What program do you put it in?
Yeah.
I said Final Cut. And it was like, well, then what is it, a plugin or something? I said, no, I edit my own damn video.
It's just my eye and my keyboard.
How you come up with the songs and stuff like that whole Purple Rain thing? I'm gonna give y'all the scoop. I have this thing called Audio Hijack, right? So Audio Hijack.
Old school.
It's from So I take Audio Hijack, and so I have my video, and then I look at it, and I'm like, like this bear here. He's a bear, and then I got another one, he got honey on it, right? So I may get Tina, she's out of town right now, but I might get her when she come back and she got a little brown or yellow one. I'm gonna be like, oh, you know what? That's giving me honey. And then I'm gonna find a song that says honey in it. Then I'm gonna listen to the song and find the verse that lines up with honey. And then I'm take that, record that, then drop it on the timeline. Then I'm gonna chop the video up in there. I'm not throwing it in a software to let AI do it. I'm uniquely coming up with that. So I'm a part of it. So then when I put the content out, it don't look like everybody else's content. It's not the same as everybody, and it keeps me in my space to make my money, because you can't duplicate what you can't anticipate that I'm going to do. These different AI things, they do anticipation of what you're going to do. They take anticipation on how the average person does stuff. And that's why it ends up being the same and everybody's stuff looks the same. The advantage to it is if you just trying to get the bag and try to be popular quick and you're lazy, you don't have creativity, right? It's not hating. It's just saying, get a grip. You don't actually have the creativity. But you want to be in that space, so you automate. That's the problem when automation came out. People are, oh yeah, everything's automation. You're right. But that's for the people that can't do it. But they want to be authentic content creators. It's like, nah, you're not. You're not, because you doing what everybody else can do. You a beat maker. If you just buy something and say add a drum, add a bass, add this, and then it go and it go, and it's like, oh, you not Timberland. Sorry, you're not Quincy Jones. You're not Keith Pelzer, Vidal, Dre, Carvin. You not us. You just the tech kid that graduated that know how to drop stuff in a thing that my 13-year-old can do. So you not that special.
Yeah. That story needs to be told right there. That's the story, right? Come on, we letting that marinate.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's
just truth. It's
truth. So the thing is, it's called tools, right? So it's tools. So to Laura's point, I agree with Laura. I was saying the same thing about privacy and stuff. We have to be creative in how we do it. And it's some people, like it's some sisters that in a certain realm, you call them ratchet, whatever. They real smart and clever and classy. So it's like their MO is ratchet, right? The other day I met Cash Doll. I didn't know who the heck she was. I looked up, she got what, 37 million followers, 5 million, 7 million followers. I don't know. I'm in the room with her. I'm looking at the Eagle player that we got. I'm doing pictures for his birthday party. And I'm like, it's chick cool, you know, it's girl cool, whatever, you know, nice looking black sister. And I'm sitting there and then my man was like, yo, you know who that was, right? I said, that's dude girlfriend. He was like, no, that's Cash Doll. Who's Cash Doll? And she's like a ratchet Cardi B-ish rapper from DC. From Detroit. She technically bigger than him.
Yeah.
Low key. She technically bigger than him. I was like, I should have snapped more her. And you know, but when I say she's cool, classy, but her stage presence is, you know, blah 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 blah. Then stuff I'm just not gonna play for the kids. Not gonna play for the kids.
She got some things on her mind. Yeah, we know.
But as a human being, like person to person, cool, classy, chill.
That stage persona is different.
Yeah,
you got that on well, it's not the iPod. Well, your son still got an iPod. I had to hit him up when I saw that, and I was impressed with that. But it's on the soundtrack, on the playlist. Yeah, you know, she got 7.5 million people following what she say. So, and of course, I pulled the right one up. I want folks to see, you know, KP out here mingling.
Man,
KP out here mingling. God,
that's why, you know, that was. And that's a whole nother night, man. My post I put on Facebook talking about relational equity. She put a post up on Facebook. She's like, I'm trying to find a photographer in Philly. It was like 600 comments on that thing. Likes and all. People dropping names after names. And I told my friend Dr. Jackson, Virgil Jackson, I said, you know what's interesting about Favor? I said, out of all the people I'm cool with in Philly that saw that post, ain't nobody put my name on that post and say, Keith Belzer. Shout out to all my other photographer homies. I seen other names dropped in there and I was like, nobody dropped me in the joint. Nobody said. It's like, yo, somebody gonna be out in them California streets and, you know, we need somebody that can take some pictures of video and I don't mention your name. Like,
you're like, you over there hating. They over there hating on them, boy.
I was like, and I didn't know the post existed. So after I put the picture up, some photographers inboxed me, was like, yo, how'd you get that? I was like, somebody called somebody that called somebody that called me. And they was like, yo, can you get down here in like an hour? And I'm like, yo, be ye also ready? I was like, swoop, nanook, pot out, boom, batteries charged. I'm there. Like, say no more.
Keep the case already.
Say no more.
Keep it at the door.
Fast strap out, dude. I got it set up in a car right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
boy,
that's a whole other podcast, man. It's like, yo, being ready. Batteries charged. I got 8 batteries. Okay, I got quick. In the bag, I got 3 primes to cover the range. And then I got my suitcase. Then I got my whole fast quick strap. I got the work strap. I got the bag on the side. I ain't playing. And when I get that new drone, I'm going to have a drone with me at all times. I'm in the air.
Boy, show up ready. This boy show up ready.
I look like that straight out my car. Right in my car right now. If you was like, Keith, Man Jen is at Philly Airport. We need some, dude. I'm in the car. I got that set up, glasses and all, right now.
Ready to go, man. You can't be sleeping, boy. You gotta be ready. That's true. So let's see what we got. Cause the message came out and we was talking about it, and I love the direction that you went, because it's still about putting out content that matters and content that resonates, and not overexposure. I guess is the thing that concerns me with folks. And again, I keep thinking about the youngsters who either aren't listening, don't have anybody to show them. I mean, and like I was talking about what your son is putting out there. I mean, again, that's with purpose. I mean, that's creative right there. Y'all see the AI image of him on there. I mean, floss a little bit, show your stuff, put your stuff out there, be creative, be original. I don't think anybody else has got an AI avatar of them standing next to their ride while they on top of that.
So here's the thing. He drew that.
See, that's even better.
So here's the thing. What he did was, so I'm gonna tell you how those pictures are. If you notice the shadow,
because he got the shadow on the Jeep.
Yeah. So that's a giveaway. So what he does is he takes multiple pictures of himself, then he takes himself out of it, and then he redraws himself on to the picture.
Okay.
Because in school he has to do all of that photoshopping and something for graphic and whatever. So like his thing would be for his business after he graduates, his style may be, if somebody says, hey, matter of fact, so a particular artist that I worked with before, they're coming out with another album. They want him to do some work on their album cover. Okay. And they want him to hand draw them. But what he will do is take the camera, get the shot, then hand draw off of that picture. Right?
Now it makes sense, because he took the shot here and hand drew the Jeep in.
Yep.
Come on, Isaiah. Come on.
So that's like a style that he does. And so what makes his pictures unique is, and that's why he's got the signature on there. Technically, you can mask it and do that and make it look cartoon, but it's certain details in there that he does because he freehands it. So I literally watch him. He'll sit there and freehand it. And so like Tina and I, we could take a picture. He'll take the picture and have it on one computer, and then he'll just start with a blank sheet and start to redo the whole thing by hand. And I'm like, me, I sit there and just like take the actual picture and hit a plug-in and say cartoon them.
You throw it in Lightroom, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, cartoon them. But I'm starting to notice how some of the car people, they're asking him to actually do it. And I'm just like,
okay.
Certain people, they know what that is. They know what they're looking for. So I'm like, good for him. You said something that got me. So here's what's weird. We're in a day and age that if individuals can control content that other people are creatively making, then it doesn't have the same impact, right? So when you think about it, it's like changing the channels. Like, think of a movie. I personally did not like the Spike Lee joint.
I was going to bring that up to you. I didn't like it either.
I understood it. And it took too much for me to say, hey, remember, Spike Lee's a jazz guy. And I'm like, but nobody warned me, because I'm like, stuff ain't matching up. And then the corniness of the kidnapping was just like,
hey,
I'm about to go to sleep. Okay. But I had to say, if Spike and them had told me, go back to Do the Right Thing days, put yourself back in the 80s and then watch this, I'd have been okay. But there was no clue. It kind of started off like it was going to do next level Spike with Denzel, and it did not do that. So I'm like, and before I went, publicly saying it was garbage, I was just like, somebody was like, what you think? Somebody like, what you think? I was like, it's a Spike Lee joint.
Bro,
what you mean by that?
Yeah, keep going.
It's a Spike Lee joint today. So,
literally,
if your tastes have changed or you're looking for evolving, it did not do that. Sorry.
Literally, at the moment when the joke came out, when Jeffrey said the other gun was called Mayhem. Remember that? Me and Isaiah was sitting there watching it. I had to pause it. I say, okay, Isaiah, Spike, they throw in a whole lot of phrases in here. And if y'all don't know, it's highest to lowest is on Netflix. Spike Lee joint.
Too many Easter eggs.
Right, and when he did that one right there, because the other cop is the guy who plays Mayhem on the insurance commercial. So right when that happened, I said, okay, this is Spike Lee. This is School Days. This is all that, and the camera angles, what he's using, and everything he's doing, and the cutaways and all that. Like you say, the corniness too. Like and I still remember this when the police got to the door after the kidnapping. The lady cop says, "Can I come in?" Lady, you done already walked in the door. Y'all should have took another cut because this wasn't right.
But it goes to the point. If somebody else tried to do that and they gave what most people want to see, then there's somebody complaining to say they should have did this or they should have did that. So Spike actually did they should have did this, they should have did that. And in essence, we, the people that would normally say, yeah, you should have did that, we like, that was off.
Yeah, it was off.
Right? So bringing it full circle back to, content, and does everything have to be content? That's a way of life now. I mean, even the challenges, it shows that couples have fun in a day and age where divorce rates are so high.
Wow.
If somebody didn't do a challenge, like I was going to turn that thing I do with Tina into a challenge. Like, yo, I'm going to throw a challenge out there. And you know what? If I really tried it, somebody will do it and they'll go, hey, babe, it's giving me, I was going to call it, it's giving me challenge. So it's a spouse looking at their spouse and just saying, damn, you fine. Yeah. It's giving me sweet potato pie. Yeah. Like that could help so many marriages out. That could help so many couples and relationships out. But then somebody will be in the cut and say, that's too much.
We'd have done it. Shoot. We'd have done it.
And no, but you hear what I'm saying.
This is Apple TV, not Netflix. My apologies for the wrong network. But man.
But you get me, somebody will say that's too much, right? And at that point, I mean, the Sierra challenges, somebody fell and broke their damn neck. It's now it's too much. It was like, well, it was cool when certain people was doing it for a minute and then somebody got hurt. That's going to happen.
Oh, that's right. Someone was trying to do the little chair thing. That's right.
Yeah. But again, it's like we back to tech. Like, honestly, I think it's just, it's too many, like there's certain people that they're happy that they got a new product. Like if you watch YouTube now, there's people that's happy that they got a new product. They're like, yeah, I got the new platypod thing.
Call it.
And let's do an unboxing. Like unboxing is so garbage to me now. I'm sorry. It's not for everybody. It's not for me. And for whoever's for, congratulations. I'm not hating on it. To me, it's like dangling the carrot in front of people's faces.
Not gonna do it.
It's like, oh, the unboxing. And then everybody go, ooh, unboxing. And then they're like, oh, well, you didn't show if it has a cord in there and blah, blah, blah. The main question is, are you going to buy it or not? Like your local camera shop got it in there and you can touch it. You can hold the damn thing in your hand and you're watching an unboxing video, and that content creator, that's their niche.
no one that is skewed.
And then you end up finding out they were unboxing something that they had to send back. So you're watching it. They dangle the carrot. You say, I want that. I need that because it's better than what I had. And then somewhere in 3 weeks, they like, yo, I'm saving up to get the A7 R5. And you're like, I thought you had it. Oh no, I had to send it back. See, people ain't thinking like, yo, sometimes that's too much content because you're so enamored with like, what do I get next? Or I can't do nothing because I don't have. I can't do drone photography because I don't have the 5. I can't talk in this cheap mic that I have because I don't have that mic. Well, it's creators out there that's telling you the new Shure mic so-and-so. And it's just like, I got this one. Yours is newer than mine, but they look the same, and both people hear us clearly.
Yep.
right? You done change your camera and we don't really know unless you tell us what camera you on.
Yeah, I'm not telling. I don't need to tell. Right?
But you can if you're in that space where it's like you're in the room with the people that have a high. That's why Ecamm was so great during COVID, because it was a form of space where everybody was excited about, reaching out. Laura said it again. Laura Williams said it. COVID changed my view of the world. COVID changed a lot of people's view of the world, because when we got boxed in, we had to open up our private space to stay connected. Think about it.
That was a lot of mental health therapy for a lot of us, since we were all, and again, we don't have to rehash it. We were all there. We were all locked in the house for all that time.
And so when it pulled back, right, when we came out of that whole COVID era, then the content creators were showing where the world got back to and where it's going. So the content kept going. Platforms shifted. They put more power into, social media platforms. Other platforms was trying to launch during COVID. When COVID's over, people realize, hey, we still want to know it. That's how you get the Philly Karen. Right? That's how you get the Coldplay concert.
Make it plain, Pastor. Make it plain. You get the Philly
because people think about this now.
I ain't coming to Philly for a while, boy, y'all.
Just with the most recent murders and lives lost, people you don't actually go to the news. You go and scroll on your timeline to see the different views and perspectives. You don't expect it to be private. You expect it you looking for somebody that was in that public space to find out more information. That's the day and age we living in.
I'm bringing it up because I don't know if I like it, but I understand it and I accept it. I've told you, I appreciate you again. Make it plain, Pastor. I've told you my story about how I feel responsible for the degradation of the youth, because I'm in this enterprise technology world, and I sell all of this stuff to Google and Facebook, to all these companies. I have just, that's a mental thing that I got to deal with, and try to, I don't even know if I want to get over it. I just want to keep having these kinds of conversations so that folks know that you don't have to show all your business out there all the time. If you start showing your business out there, people are going to question you, and you got to have a thick enough skin to deal with it. Have that intentionality, have that purpose, have that around your creativity. If that's what the season that you're in, to be creative, fine, show that. But man, I don't need to see you as you wake up, when you're in the bathroom. I don't need to see you when you go to sleep. Right? I just the overload. Because I guess I'm turning into Morgan Freeman as I get off. I'm not get off my lawn, dude. I am literally turning into that. But trying to keep it together.
But James, you have to ask yourself a question, right? We won't bother the person that's like, only 3 people was looking at you, right? Only 1% of your timeline responds to you showing that private space. But if it's 500 people making a comment about that space, right? They're doing what works for them. Your opinion don't really bother them, right? It's people that are trying to, they want to get somewhere, and then there's this, I call it like the bottom floor critiquing, right? So when you come in, so imagine everybody going into a lobby and we're trying to get to the top floor, and at the top floor is where final decisions are made, and everybody's trying to like tell each other how to go about the process, or how to go about the interview, or how to go about the audition or whatever. But nobody really knows what's what. You got the one person in the room that's just like, I'm gonna go all out and just do something crazy. Everybody's sitting in the room saying, well, make sure you don't raise your voice too much. Make sure that you do a right posture and stuff. It's the person that goes up top and acts like a Jim Carrey, or just acts like a clown or something, in a strategic way. And then everybody's like, if I was just myself, I probably would have got the part. Because I listened to everybody telling me how to do it. Think about Ecan. We was like, when we were all in that space of like, well, see, you gotta make sure you got the backlighting right in your camera. It's the difference between the person that's asking and insecure, and the person is just like, I don't care, right? Because I'm just trying to hit the button and go live because I'm gonna get them with what I say.
Yes.
I got content. There's that word. I got content for them, not concerned about how I present my content, right? Because if I get too deep on how I present it, like this is not you're pitching to Apple.
Right.
This is not, you know, you got a big business and you're trying to get a client that's IBM or something. You're just going to everyday people that you want to watch you. We're doing too much and we critiquing too much. Right? Just be yourself. If they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. When you got to start tweaking yourself too much for people to like you, you're not you no more. So now you're at the ruling of what everybody else's opinion is. So then people get to tell you, you got too many lights on in your room. Oh, you need a tighter shot. Oh, you need to do this, or you need to change the color of your mic. That's one person's opinion that maybe 3 other people agree with, that if you was just yourself, 50 people probably didn't give a rat's behind about all the stuff that that little 2% said.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I'm learning about the influence that people, look at these artists that really made it. We all can sit back in the cut. Look at how they clowning Cardi B from the courtroom. I mean, they got memes. We laughing at her, but she's still Cardi. And then you see the latest thing she did. That's genius. She's selling her CDs in the hood.
Yeah.
Old school.
Like she used to. Like they all
right?
used to. Yeah.
And remember, they just created a category in the Grammys for artwork. For artwork. So Cardi B is already a step ahead because she got an album cover with her in court, an album cover doing something else, another album cover. She about to catch that category just because of what we call dumb, stupid, non-creative. She should have did this instead of doing that, whatever. It's like, yo, the Judgy McJuggies, they the ones that's failing.
They the ones sitting on the corner.
They
can't even get into the Grammy.
They the ones still sitting there like, I wouldn't have done that. See, I mean, you know, it'd be like my boy, you ain't get 100 yards. He like, shut up, we won the game, dummy.
There you go, mess with the Chiefs again.
Jalen Hurts, my man. I was like, Jane is my dude, man. He trying to be calm and quiet. Oh boy, like what you talking about?
Didn't hit him and say, but look at the score. Look at the scoreboard. I'm in the victory position right now. You mad, bro?
So my only football point, I wanted to bring this up as a topic. It's funny. So one of my guys from Philly, his dad's at a real popular church in New York, but he's got a sports channel and stuff. Real cool kid, but he done pissed all the Eagles fans off because his post, he said Miles's name, Miles Johnson. So Miles said, so his critique was, if it's kind of like, how did he say it? The whole essence of it is this. He's like, play the game, and he kind of belittled the tush push. And I looked at it and I was like, I was thinking, but I was just like, no, wait a minute. First thing I'm asking, it's not a play that nobody else can do. Right? Let's just be 100%.
Right.
I don't know basketball like that, but somebody came up and started the slam dunk. Nobody said only one person can do the slam dunk. So if you can get up to that rim and dunk, then you do it.
Yeah.
The alley hoop, all of that stuff. You don't get mad with somebody because they doing the alley hoop and we got to ban the alley hoop. Why? Because y'all got Kevin Durant and Shaq on the same squad. No.
You get all these 7-footers.
Come up with another play. So it's like, The Eagles is sitting there doing this tush push. And if it ain't broke, we ain't trying to fix it. They try to ban it. Well, there's a certain amount of teams that said, hey, it ain't that deep to me. Those are the ones probably thinking like, we need space for if we come up with something that pisses everybody else off with. The other person is strategizing, we're going to figure out a way to shut it down. And then there was the 300-pound gorilla in the room that I'm like, well, technically, all we doing with the tush push is really a quarterback sneak with two people pushing the quarterback.
That's it.
That's all it is. Because as long as I remember, quarterback sneak, it was just the guy that could bring himself through there. Mm-hmm. So when the defensive line got stronger, our coach said, we're going to push the guy through there because if your running back runs down the field and he's trying to get that first down, what does the defense do? They all push him that way, and the offense pushes him this way to get over the line. The tush push is the same thing. It's just from the scratch. We're pushing our guy. That's all.
Everyone running play can't stop it. That's why everybody mad. They can't stop it.
And that's it. So the thing is, you know who's going to be the next team that's going to be up there? Is the team that says, we ain't going to sit here and worry about we can't stop it. We're going to do it, and they won't be able to stop ours. Because here's what the Eagles have not been tested with. They have not been tested with somebody that knows how to do the same play. Yeah. Not unless they secretly have learned how to decode.
He's not in the league anymore. He's not recording people's practice.
Unless they have secretly, tried and risked their own men's health and fatigue to shut down a technically unstoppable play, right? Unless they have a strategy for when the next team figures out exactly how to do that play. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, I don't think that they actually strategize for it because they're counting on nobody else is going to do it. Everybody's going to complain about what we're doing rather than saying you can do it and then you can modify what's being done. So full circle, the privacy issue. For some reason, overexposure has been winning. Like it or not, it's been winning. Right? The videos that people watch most is the guy that comes into the kitchen and he's talking to his wife. I love the dude that he takes the position of the wife and she try to act like the husband. He comes in, he has the coffee cup and there. He do be having me dying. And he's like, hun, can you get the bags out the car? And blah, blah, blah. He always got the fanny pack in the back. I'll be rolling. They're giving us their private space. But that's why they're so funny. And they're getting paid off of that. And you know what? A ton of people that are private like it because they respect their exposure of their private space. Now, does that change me? It doesn't change me, but it's called entertainment.
That's good. That's a better way to look at it. That's a better way to look at it. Let me get off my Morgan Freeman porch.
No, and to your point, content creation, right? So let's take that word that we butchered. Okay. When we say content creation, we're not categorizing. Is the content entertainment, edutainment, right? Is it information? Is it inspiration? Right? Is it a call to action? What is it? Because the spiritual channels that I stopped watching basically because everybody's critiquing preachers and pastors. So Michael Todd will come up and jump on the trampoline at his church. There's about 5 channels that's going to go. So this past Sunday, Michael Todd spit on his hands and put dirt on his brother's eyes. And this is what the Bible says about it. That's their content creation. Their content creation is what we call apologetics. Then for some of us, we're tech people. That's the content creation. The content that we're putting out there, like Nikki. If we think about Nikki, what is Nikki going to do? We go to Nikki to find out what is technology doing? What is AI? What are the systems that can do certain things that most people don't have the ability to do or they're too lazy to do? So you go to her to find out what the latest automation is of some sort. You go to Manny Ortiz to find out what's the latest in portrait shooting or something like that. You go to John Gress to find out, lighting technique or whatever. That's his content creation. And then he'll tell you he doesn't use this light anymore because this one's better. And then somebody's going to say, you don't always have to use flash. You can use natural. That's their content creation. And so what is that content? It's telling you how to use a flash better. For somebody else, it's telling you this is actually what the Bible says or what it doesn't. For somebody else, this is the latest fashion. Mm-hmm. Right? For somebody else, here's how you bake a cake. And they're channels. So it's like being pissed off with your television because it shows Black TV, white TV, Chinese TV, European TV, African TV, LGBT TV, and you're mad with Hulu because it got all the selections on it. Watch the ones that you want to watch. Right? Yeah. There's certain series that I turn on and I'm like, y'all got too many love scenes in this joint for me. I just want to know who robbed the bank. Yeah, I mean, like
everybody in the bed together. Come on. Now.
Too much, okay? I'm good. I don't say that the show got to come off the air. It's just that show don't work for me. That series don't work for me. The monster ain't believable in this series, so I don't want to watch it.
The kidnapping did not match the storyline. Yeah, why was Denzel? Right. Okay, man. God, dog. Okay, we gonna leave Spike and. Oh.
Boy, Spike let me down, man. That was bad. Boy, listen, once I dip and I gotta rewind it 2 times, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Him and ASAP got to fighting on the subway. I was like, no, come on. We don't want to give it away for you. Look, if y'all got Apple TV Plus and you want to watch it, look, it's Denzel is star-studded. Listen, they got some winners in here, and I'm just surprised.
Right, that's the other part that hurt you. It's like y'all got, and it started off so good. It started off, I was like, oh, we set. Then I was like,
hey man, okay. It started with the corny jokes when Rick Fox, right, when they were in the gym, and then this got a little, wait a minute, that wasn't funny. That didn't hit. They're like, okay.
I agree. Right. That's when your spidey senses started going off like,
I was like, man. Then the son didn't, I don't know what his real name is. The son didn't talk right, kept mumbling. You know how the kids be mumbling now. I'm like, brother, what you
started going, spidey senses started going tingling, and I was just like, I don't know.
Trying to watch this and represent, but good Lord have mercy. Okay. Listen, this is what we gonna do. We gonna pray for folks. We gonna pray for me because I need it. But the message came, folks. KP gave us what we needed. The only reason I'm bringing this plane in is because Mama done got here, and that means it's time to. We gonna leave early to go get this food. For this food.
Yeah, you gotta get there. Get your sake.
I'm gonna get my hot sake. Yeah, again, I told you I texted the owner and told him we coming.
Gotta get that hot sake.
I told him just like Dion, we coming.
Get that hot sake. Well, look, you gave me something to think about, man.
Think about it, brother. We can bring it back up next session as well.
What? Okay, yeah, you gotta go. What's Laura? She said. So we gotta get Laura on here to talk about this. Is good.
Laura the truth, man. Laura the truth.
What is that doing to our kids having social media persona? Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting because you know what? That's a different area. I get what she's talking about there because my youngest, he wants a TikTok account now, and I'm like, all right. But I watch what him and my family members under 15 are looking at.
Yeah,
I still don't know. I can't really. Cause I'm making sure I don't compare to what I see on my timeline.
Right.
Cause some of the kids, they don't look at what we look at.
True.
Like the stuff that bothers us, they don't even be looking at that. They be looking at something else. And honestly, TikTok.
You see it right there, right?
What's that?
That comment right there on the screen, right?
Uh oh, mama here. Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. I'll holler at you, boy. Yeah, that don't never come up.
Yeah, hey, you see?
That's like Mickey Mouse. Kate, now it's time to say goodbye to all our family.
so let's bring that back. And so what we gonna do? What we gonna do?
That joint, land that right there, land it.
You got to think about it too. TikTok's not the same overseas as it is here. It's a completely educational platform, right?
That's folks to be continued.
Yeah, folks in Asia are watching and looking at TikTok, getting their math down. We over here learning the new Chris Brown challenge. We'll bring that up next time. That's why I'm glad we back on a somewhat regular schedule. My apologies, y'all. We didn't go last week. I don't know what I was doing. I was trifling. I was doing something.
You let me know the day of. I'm there. Monday nights. I'm good.
We'll work it out.
Enjoy the sake, man. Tell Zay have a safe trip back.
Yes.
You know.
All right, but I'll holler at you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate everybody jumping in. This is what we do. We out.